Hello, Lenny. Evening.
Hi, good evening, Cesar.
How are you?
A little tired today, but I'm fine after all.
Awesome.
Yes,
How was
thank
your
you.
day so far?
Excuse me, I can't understand you.
How is your day so far?
Ah, it was a little busy, but good. Good news all day.
That's good.
Yeah, thanks God, yes. And how about you?
Exhausting. I
Ah,
had a, I have not many meetings, but I had 4 long meetings. One for 4 hours, and
wow.
uh, and another one for half an hour.
Oh,
And yes, I believe the other one was for close to an hour, like 40 minutes.
yeah.
But is the last one that I had is one of those meetings where
Oh,
um, I am supposed to be a participant, but only like gossip. Like I should be chismoso, not participate.
yeah. Ah,
But
okay.
when you have certain powers, you have to help your coworkers.
Yeah.
So I had to translate everything that they were doing. They were saying. So yes, and I'm talking about
My,
instructions, um, very technical information, and it's not that I don't like it. It's just that it's tiring, and
yeah.
you have a lot of questions from people, and
Yeah.
since um, the people that were expecting for us to have all the information, they don't know nothing in Spanish.
Oh,
So
okay, that was a problem.
So I have to interpret from Spanish to English into Spanish. So
Yeah, but you had the power on your hands. You could try, you could change the
yes, yeah. Let's look at it that way. But
yeah. You know
so
all the truth. And all of
yes,
them just have to wait for you.
so I had to help my coworkers, and
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. I wasn't prepared though. It was something that I was asked to do in the last minute.
Yeah.
I
And
was
you
just
are
getting, I was just
yeah.
getting ready to join the meeting. That's it.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
boom, you know what? You need to help us.
Okay.
Uh, okay.
Yes,
All
I
right,
know.
let's
It
do
should
it.
be exhausting, yes. But I really hope to be in that position in the future. I'd like to be an interpreter too.
Oh, well, it's nothing wrong. I guess at some point it's always to be prepared. But
Yes.
the thing is, when you are asked to do something like this with no initial or no previous uh, heads up, it becomes tiring and it becomes a little bit too complex because um, how can I say it? Some of the procedures, I even had questions, and so I would have liked for them to first maybe have a previous meeting and do it instead of just jumping to it. Because
Wow.
also, I mean, in the view, in the perspective from the customer,
Yeah.
that's not a very uh it doesn't give you a good impression,
Yes. Yes, of
because
course.
I'm not an interpreter. I am part of the company, but I do different roles. I have a different assignments.
Ah, okay.
You
Yes.
know what I mean? If I was completely an interpreter, they would probably understand it,
Yes.
but I'm
Okay.
not.
Yes. Because maybe they think that you that you aren't
Exactly.
partial.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But I participated in the creation of document or whatever, but I never did. And that's just, you never know what's gonna happen.
Yes.
It's like Forrest Gump says. Life is a box of chocolates. So
Ay,
that's what it is. Okay, ma'am. Okay, so this is the calendar that
yes,
we have been working with you. And I just did a slight change. Yesterday, we had class, but it was shown here as a feriado. So
yes.
we
I
were
saw that.
supposed, oh, I'm sorry?
Tell me.
Yes, we were supposed to have a break yesterday, but we took class.
We have a okay, but I don't know what they put as a feriado. It was feriado only in Cochabamba.
I don't know. I wanted to check with you, but we had class, so no problem.
Yeah. Yes.
So we
Okay.
had class today and Friday. Okay, so just to
Yes.
check out where we're standing. So no problem.
Okay. That's
Okay,
okay.
and
Yes.
so that means that today we're going to complete the second unit. So let me show you my
Okay.
screen. And we are going to talk about grammar. Okay.
Okay. I was doing my homework and I take a quiz and I get a bad note because I really was confused about the context. Um, it was about vocabulary emotions. I don't know.
Okay.
And I really was confused because it was maybe it had maybe one or two or even three words that could be good in every space. So I was really confused, and I get 25%, I guess. So I don't want to. I didn't want to take the another quizzes because I said I have to study because I'm really confused in this
But that was for the
vocabulary.
first unit, right?
Yes,
Okay.
but I confused because in some space, for example, for me it could be good to put cheerful or confident or I don't know what was another word, but some of them and I didn't have enough information to try to define which word. So I was confused.
Okay.
After the test, I think better, and I said, well, maybe I can change this, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Remember that I have a lot of students that whenever they answer some questions, they just give me the answer. And when they give me the answer, they don't read the rest of the information. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I encourage them to read everything because the information is there, but we need to be able to comprehend it. That's
Okay.
one of the parts that TOEFL measures from you. Are you able to understand the message?
Okay. Because I understand, but I wasn't sure about what to put it exactly because as I said you it could be two or three words get well in that spaces.
Uh-huh.
So I'm really not sure what it could be good
Well,
maybe.
you have, remember, the quizzes, they are not timed.
Yes,
Okay?
and I read it
So,
again and again.
so take pictures.
Okay,
Take pictures and we can discuss that, okay?
okay,
And we
I'll do
can
it.
go over them in specific detail, okay?
Okay, okay, I'll do it.
So today, okay, awesome. Today we're going to discuss the present perfect and indefinite past. Okay,
Okay.
present perfect for indefinite past. So we've learned and we've practiced and we've studied. So what does this mean? That's what we're going to review. Number one, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
1. We use the present perfect to talk about something that happened at some time in the past, but not at any particular time. We call this the indefinite past. Indefinite means that we don't give an exact time. The time of the event is not important, or we don't know it. Have you listened to the recording?
Yes, John and I have both listened to it.
Talia isn't interested in when Tony listened to the recording. She only wants to know if he has heard the recording so that he can tell her about it.
Okay, so that's why we use the present perfect, to talk about something that happened at some time in the past, but not at any particular time.
Okay, so when we have to make a sentence, it isn't necessary to say yesterday or a year ago. It's an indefinite time.
Mm, you can say that, but for example, you're talking about yesterday, perhaps,
Mhm.
and yesterday is yesterday. It has many minutes and hours.
Okay. Okay, I
Okay,
understand.
so yes. Okay, so let's see. Let's go for number two.
Okay.
We often use ever in questions about the indefinite past. It means at some time before now.
Have you ever heard of Nick Crawford?
Yes, I have. Notice that the word ever goes before the past participle heard.
Have you ever heard of Nick Crawford?
Remember, you cannot use the present perfect for the indefinite past with an exact time.
Okay, so maybe this answers more your question.
Yes.
For example, we do not say they have listened to the tape yesterday. It doesn't even make sense grammatically. Okay.
Okay, because maybe we should use simple past.
Exactly.
Okay, they listen to the okay.
Mhm.
But ever is always before the verb.
Oh, ever. Yes. Well, it's in between the verb have and the past participle.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, I understand.
Three.
We often use never with the present perfect. It means at no time before now. Never also goes before the past participle. My sister has never heard of Nick Crawford. Has she ever been to a soccer game? No, never. And she's never watched one on TV.
She's never watching to be okay. Okay, it's between two and before
Okay.
past participle. Yes. Okay, I get it.
Okay. So no questions here.
No, I understand that until here we only are using ever or never. And is before the verb. That was my main question. We don't have to use a time, an exactly time. So yes, everything's good.
Okay. So let's continue.
Okay.
We can use the present perfect with just, recently, and lately to talk about things that happened in the very recent past. In American English, it is more common to use the simple past tense with just. We also sometimes use the simple past with recently. The meaning is the same.
Tony has just received a tape.
Or
Tony just received a tape.
someone has recently offered Nick money. Or someone recently offered Nick money. With the present perfect, just comes before the past participle. Recently often comes at the end of the sentence.
Someone has offered Nick money recently.
Lately has a similar meaning to recently, but we only use it with the present perfect. We do not use it with the simple past, and we do not use it for a one-time event. Notice that lately does not go before the past participle. It usually goes at the end of the sentence. He's fallen into debt lately.
Okay, I have that in this part. Although I read that we have used just or recently with past simple or present perfect. How can I choose correctly which time using has just received and just received, it meaning the same? But what's the main difference?
It's
Or-
like in Spanish, what's the difference between justo y recientemente?
Yeah, but in between just and recently. But in sentence, Tony has just received a tape, or Tony just received a tape.
It's pretty much the same. You can play with the order. What
And
what Christian is telling you is that you have some flexibility.
okay, I can use one of
But
them.
one of them is in the present perfect and the other one is in the past. That's what you're saying.
Yes, I understand. I don't know if I'm good.
Okay,
If I'm
what's the difference between the present perfect and the simple past? The present perfect, something that happened in the past at no specific time.
yes,
When you use it in the simple past, it was at a specific time.
yes, but in these two sentences, what's the difference? The meaning is the same. So I can use one of them. I don't know how to say indistintamente.
It's up to you. But it's not always going to be the same case for each situation.
Okay, and another question with the same. I can read after that just comes before the past participle, and recently often comes at the end of the sentence, but in the examples, recently it's in the middle. Someone has recently offered Nick money and someone recently offered Nick money. I can change the position and the meaning is the same. The meaning is the same.
Yes, it's exactly. But look at the instruction. Often comes at the end of the sentence.
Okay. Okay. So I can say that the second sentence, someone offered Nick money recently. Is it correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yes.
Okay. Okay. I get it now. Lately is often at the end too. So okay. That's
yes, but remember, you don't use late. Okay.
okay.
Why? Because late has a different meaning.
Yes.
Okay. And I mean, the use of late is one example, but there's many more. And that's what we're going to review in some of the examples. Okay.
Okay. And he and lately is used only in present perfect, as I can see, because in past perfect doesn't go well.
Well, we only use it with the present perfect.
Yes, with the present
We
perfect.
do not use it with the simple past, and we do not use it for one-time events. Notice that lately does not go before the past participle. So it usually goes at the end.
Okay. No, it doesn't go.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Usually.
Usually.
Usually, not always. Okay.
Okay. Yes. It's not
Okay.
a rule.
Now let's do some examples. Okay, complete the dialogue, drag and drop the answers into the correct blanks.
Okay. Have you ever been to a soccer game? Sure, I have, but in contraction. I've been to a few games with my brother. What about you? Me? No, I've never been to a game. I don't really like sports, but I like to play on Crawford. He's cute. Have you seen him play? Yeah, have you? I guess I can see a sign. Yes, but I haven't seen him lately.
Okay.
You know, people say he's fallen into debt. I've heard the same thing. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
No, only when I'm alone.
Okay, now let's do another exercise.
Okay.
Okay, so complete the email, type the present perfect form of the verb in parentheses into each blank. You may need to use the negative form. Use capital letters if necessary.
Okay. Sorry. Well, James isn't fun. Whoa. Sorry, I think that email was just a noun. It could be a verb.
It could be used as a verb too.
And what's the meaning?
Enviarte un correo.
Okay. I never thought about it.
I
Sorry.
use it all the time.
And I don't know if it's a regular or irregular verb.
Oh, it's a regular verb.
Okay, sorry, present perfect. I've emailed you back before, maybe. Okay, but I've been really busy. Have you ever, no, have you heard a question before, please, a question. When I use have you in an interrogative question, in an interrogative sentence, the verb, it should be in basic form, or it should be in past participle.
Well, you can separate it, but you need to keep the same context in order to be a present perfect.
Okay, but for example, in this sentence, I have to use heard, the main verb in
Past participle.
basic, yes, in past participle or in basic form.
That's what I was trying to tell you. Are you?
Have
The
you ever?
instruction says that we need to use the present perfect. What is the structure of the present perfect? The verb
Okay.
have or has plus the past participle.
Past,
So you
okay.
need to keep that order, even if it's a question and you are separating it. Usually when you create a question, you have to use a pronoun most
Yeah.
of the times. So you have it here
Okay. Okay.
and
That's
you need
all
to
right.
keep the order. So this is correct.
Okay. Yes. No, I doubted for a moment.
It's okay.
She says, and she's or she has felt.
Mm.
She has
What is the past participle of fall?
felt
Is the simple past, irregular verb.
falling.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. I forgot. Falling in love. She met a guy at a soccer game about a month ago. She says she has never fallen.
That's feel.
Felt.
Okay.
She's never felt this way before. Mm. Well, maybe have that ever happened to you?
Have.
No, I doesn't go well for me, but
Have that ever
happened.
happened to you?
Yeah, I thought, but have that ever? I never see. Okay, love at first sight. Well, I've got to go. My journalism teacher gave us a big assignment for tomorrow. Have you ever taken any journalism classes? It's fun, but I've never done so much work for cars. Email me back when you have the time, Jennifer. Okay, I'm daft in just in that sentence, but I don't know another option, so I'm ready.
Okay. So are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so what happened? So I emailed you back before this, but I've been really busy. And the other one is, she says she has never felt this way before. Okay, so,
Has maybe?
okay, well, let's go by parts. We form the present perfect with have or has.
Yeah.
Plus the past participle of the verb. The subject of the sentence is I, so you need have or I've plus the past participle of the verb. You need the negative form of the present perfect. So yes, remember the instruction?
Yeah.
You may need to use negative form.
Negative form.
Usually it gives you the negative form in the parentheses.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it tells you
Email
not.
and not.
Yes, not front slash email and so on. But this time it was like, no, you need to understand the context and tell me when it's a negative. Okay.
Yes.
So we were in the right track, but I've not emailed you.
Yeah, I've not emailed you before. Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Haven't
understand
emailed
now.
you. Okay.
Mhm.
And this one, let's see. We form the present perfect with have or has plus the past participle of the verb. The subject of the sentence is that. That is third person, so that's why it has. And you were correct. You had that feeling that I was telling you. It doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to trust in your feeling. Okay.
Yeah, it makes me confused. You that is at the end of the interrogative sentence. Has that ever? Yeah.
Okay.
It was correct. Yes. I was stopped in that sentence.
All right. So now let's go into the second grammar section. Just a second.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so modals of advice: should and ought to. Modals of advice: you should try, you ought to read, and we'd better learn.
What's the mean
And-
of?
We're going to discuss that in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
All right, so remember, we're talking about advice. So let's do it. You ready?
Yes, I am.
We use should and ought to give advice. You should take a break.
You ought to take a break.
Okay, so what is your understanding of ought?
¿Deberías?
Yes, that's what it is. But
Okay.
why? Never heard it. Well, remember that English language is very old.
Yeah.
And there are some words that we don't use because we are in the Americas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. It's like boss. We don't, in Mexico, we don't use boss. If someone
Oh.
says boss, they're probably gonna look at you weird,
Okay.
but it's valid. It's the real Spanish, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, number 2.
Okay.
We
I'll
use should to ask for advice. We don't use ought to in questions. Should I take a journalism class?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And the meaning of should is almost the same. Debería.
Yes, that's what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
But if you think about it, should is the past of what verb?
Oh. Maybe. I don't know.
Shall.
Would?
Shall.
Sure.
Yes.
I don't know that verb.
Should is the past of shall.
How do you spell it?
S-H-A-L-L. Shall.
Oh, maybe I read it in some place, but I really don't use that verb. Mm.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, that's something for me. Okay, I get it.
All right. So remember, we use should to ask for advice. We don't use ought in questions.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. And 3.
The negative of should is shouldn't. We don't use the negative of ought to in American English.
We shouldn't give away our only copy of the recording.
Okay. We don't use ought to only for giving advice.
Oh, yes. The negative of should is shouldn't. We
Yeah.
don't use the negative of ought to in American English. Okay.
Yeah, but in British English, maybe or not.
Yes, yes, of course.
Okay. Okay.
And those are the details that it could give you. These details could throw you off when you take the Cambridge exam.
Okay.
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 4.
We can also use had better to give advice. Had better is stronger than should or ought to. We use it when we think that something bad will happen if the person does not follow the advice. We'd better find out fast or we'll lose the story. We'd better is the contraction for we had better. We almost always use the contraction. We'd better.
Okay.
You'd better. The negative of had better is had better not.
We'd better not be late.
We don't ask questions with had better.
Better
Okay.
not. Okay. Just some questions about the meaning. We'd better find out fast. What does mean? We'd better find out fast.
Like in context?
No, what's the meaning in Spanish?
Okay. So remember, had better, we use it to give advice.
Yes.
Had better is stronger than should or not. What is your understanding at this point of had better?
It's the same for me. It's the same meaning from should or ought, deberías, but is as I can see.
For me as Mexican, I would say más vale.
Okay.
But
Right.
remember, we have such many different ways of expressing ourselves, right?
Okay. Okay. Maybe here it could be. Yeah, it should be más vale or más te vale.
Okay. Exactly. Now, we cannot translate word for word because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
We can only interpret, okay?
Okay. And find out what's the meaning. Encontrar.
Investigar, encontrar.
Okay. Okay. Or what was the story? Okay.
Yes.
And what was another question? Okay. Had better not about the negative question. We always put had better not join, right? We can put another word between this. For example, with better late not, for example.
No, not in this case.
Okay, with better not is always together.
If you're talking about the negative form, yes.
Okay, had better. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. 5.
Notice that should, ought to, and had better are followed by the base form of the verb. You should take a break.
You ought to take a break.
You'd better take a break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and we can't use the infinitive form, for example. You should to take a break.
Well, remember, ought to is together.
Yeah, but should to take is incorrect.
Yes, that would be incorrect. That's why it's telling you here that we need to use the base form.
Okay, and I'll.
This one is because, well, you already have the 2 there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
That's right.
6.
Yes.
When we give advice, we often use maybe or I think to be more polite.
Maybe you should take a break.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It's okay. Everything's good.
Let's do some examples.
Okay.
Okay, so modals of advice should and ought to. Number 1, complete each dialogue. Click on the box and choose the correct answer. So number 1.
What time? Should we get there? Yeah. Oh, sometime between. Okay. Should I? Bring. Should I bring something? Sure, bring something to drink. I don't have anything nice to wear. Maybe you should. You should buy something new. Maybe you should buy something new. Yeah. Macy is having a sale. They say it's going to rain tonight. They say it's going to rain tonight. You'd better wear a raincoat or you'll get your new clothes all wet. You know, Andrew would like to go to the party too. He'd better call first to see if it's okay with Josh. How should we get there? Bus or train? Let's take the train. It's faster. I'm not sure I have the right address. Well, we don't want to get lost. Well, you'd better call Josh and check it. We don't want to get lost. I'll pick you up at 7 o'clock, okay? We shouldn't. Okay, we shouldn't leave so late. How about 6:45? Yes. Okay, that's all.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, I am.
Good.
Yes.
Okay, so we got this. Let's go now for the second part.
Okay, I hope to remember when we don't have to use auto in the future. Just for
Forget
advice, just for
notes
guidance. Yes,
or pictures.
not negatives, not questions.
And also this class is recorded, okay? So,
Okay.
okay.
What
So
else?
modals of advice, should and ought to, number 2. Complete the dialogue, drag and drop the words into the correct blanks. So, all right.
Okay, need some advice. My new boss doesn't appreciate me enough. What should I do? Okay. Maybe you should talk to her. What should I say? Should. Oh, should. Should I ask for a big project? Yeah, I think that's all. Well, been there long enough. Well, maybe you shouldn't ask now. Well, maybe you shouldn't ask now. You haven't been there long enough. Okay. I think I think I should improve my computer skills.
Mm-mm.
Yes. Okay, that's a good idea. Oh. Maybe you ought to take a course. How to take a course, yes. A course at a college. Where should I go? Middle City College has computer courses. Okay. What if I take a course and my boss still doesn't appreciate me? In that case, maybe you'd better look for a new job. Yeah, you'd better look for a new job.
Okay.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right.
Yes.
So we got this, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Now let's try the last grammar section, okay?
Let's do it.
So future with will and be going to. So yes, there are some occasions where we only use be going to, but we're going to discuss that at the very end of this Odyssey, okay? But most of the times is will and be going to, okay?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
future, what are we going to study? We're going to look at will begin. We talk about the future. And notice that we use going to and will, even if it's a contraction. But let's talk about this in detail. Number one.
We can use will or its contraction, "ul," to talk about future plans. Is this recording the real deal? We'll find out. I'll get this recording to an expert.
Okay.
Okay. But we have to use will when the future is nearer or farther.
It doesn't matter. It's the future.
Okay, but I can't remember very good. I know that we are going to read about after, but what's the main difference between will and going to? Will is for a nearer
We're going
future.
to discuss that in a little bit.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
going to wait. Okay.
Okay. Yes, but at
I'll
this
wait.
moment, we use it to talk about future plans.
Future plans. Okay.
Okay. Number two.
Yes.
We also use will to make predictions, things that we think will happen.
We'll probably lose the next match.
Okay.
Future plans, predictions. Okay.
Yeah.
We use will for all subjects. It is followed by the base form of the verb.
I'll lose. You'll lose. He'll lose. She'll lose. It'll lose. We'll lose. They'll lose.
So don't forget that we always follow the base form.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
4.
The negative for will is will not. The contraction is won't. We usually use the contraction.
We won't win without Nick.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so now let's go into the next one.
We can also use be going to talk about future plans or to make predictions. It is followed by the base form of the verb. Is this recording the real deal?
We're going to find out. I'm going to call the audio department. They're probably going to need some time to analyze the recording.
I'm going to call. You're going to call. He's going to call. She's going to call. It's going to call. We're going to call. They're going to call.
Okay,
Okay, yeah, we use the base form too.
all right.
Yes.
And let's see.
We use be going to, not will, when something in the present causes us to make a prediction. Look at those two players. They're gonna fall.
Mm,
Okay.
Talia
okay.
is reaching for the phone. She's gonna call the audio department.
Even though we talk about the future using will and going to, when we use going to, is mainly about a prediction. Because will is very close to can or be able to.
Okay. And we have to maybe wait that something happens in the present to use going to and make a prediction.
Not necessarily. Not
But
necessarily. The example
if
is
I have-
only, the example is only telling you at this moment. For example, look at those players. If you say they will fall, it's not a prediction.
No, it's something that it's more possible maybe that will happen.
Well, think about it as a percentage. If you say will, yes, we're talking about the future, but it's probably 99% of possibility that's going to happen, right?
Okay.
And when if you say is going to is the future, but maybe less.
Okay. The most probably is a will,
Correct.
and more probably is
When
going
we
to.
talk about predictions, okay?
Okay. Okay, yeah. No, I get it.
All right.
We use will, not be going to, when we decide to do something at the moment of speaking.
There's a football game on TV tonight.
Really? I think I'll watch it. We also use will to make an offer. Someone's at the door.
I'll see who it is.
We use will to make promises too.
Tell the audio department we need someone fast.
Don't worry, I'll tell them.
Let's go on.
Okay.
When we decide to do something at the moment of speaking.
Big
Okay.
difference, right?
Yeah.
Prediction and when we decide to do something at the moment of
Okay.
speaking.
That's some, I don't know how to say this in English, something more espontáneo.
Yes, we can say that. Spontaneous.
Spontaneous. Okay. Yeah, I
Okay.
think that, okay. And promises. Okay, that's easy.
All right. Let's do some work. Okay. Complete each dialogue, click on the box and choose the correct answer.
Okay, this is gonna be difficult. Okay, do you have any plans for the weekend? Yes, I'm going to play soccer with some friends. Would you like to join us? I'm not sure. I can, but um, but I'm going to get back to you later tonight, okay? I'd like to go to the next soccer game. What about you? Oh, okay. I'll get tickets. Look at those storm clouds. Whoa. Okay. Look at those storm clouds. Predictions. I don't know it. Both are good for me. It will. It could be for me, but it's going to rain. I don't know. Look at those storm clouds.
Are you looking for a prediction here? Or is a fact?
Is more probably. It's more probably that could happen. And please remember me, when is a prediction, I have to use will or going to.
Going to.
Okay, but it's okay. Yes.
So it's okay?
Yeah, it will rain in a minute. Yes.
Okay, just one correction. Remember me is not the correct grammar structure to ask. Or
okay.
yes, that's very Spanish. Like
Yeah. How can I say? How should I say?
remind me.
Remind me. Okay. Yes. Remind me. Okay. Yeah. Please correct me every time.
Okay, no problem. Well, 5.
Okay. I heard Matt has an injury. Is it bad? No, not really. I think he'll play in the next game. It's late. I've got to go now. Okay. I'm going to call you later tonight.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Okay, just to remind me. When it's more probably, I have to use will or going to. When something is more probably that happens.
Okay. When something is going to happen at the moment, we use will. Okay.
Yeah.
When we're talking about a prediction, we're talking about going to.
So that
What about number 3?
That it's a decision that it takes in the moment.
Okay.
So I use will because
Okay.
it's, yeah. And in number 4, I'm doubting number 4. I think it's good, but look at those storm clouds. Well, it will rain a minute. Yeah, okay. It's okay, I think.
Yeah. So let's see. So would you like to join us? I'm not sure, but I get back to you later tonight, okay? So it's something that is going to happen because you're making plans for it. We don't use be going to when we make a promise or an offer.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Take a note, take a
Yes.
picture.
Yeah. Yeah. I forget it.
We
Mm,
don't use will when something in the present causes us to make a prediction,
okay. Yes.
because
And the
it's
last one?
a storm. It's getting cloudy, but is it proven that when it gets cloudy, it's gonna rain? Not really.
Okay.
It's a
Yes.
prediction, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
And it's late. I got to go now. Okay, I'm going to.
No,
We don't
because
use be going to when we decide something at the moment of speaking. So it's will.
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. I have to remember better.
It's okay. All right, ma'am. So unfortunately, we ran out of time. Okay. But you will have homework. Trust me. So
Okay. Yeah.
you will practice a little bit more. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Same.
yes, if you encounter difficulties, take some pictures. You can send me a text so we can figure out something. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
And we can keep on practicing. Hey, cheer up. This is just the beginning. Okay.
Yeah. I always had problems with well and going to. I use it everywhere, but I don't know. I really don't know if I'm using in a good or in the correct way.
Trust me, when you hear people using these two words or these two expressions to make reference to the future, most people don't use them correct.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, and it's entendible,
Understandable.
understandable, but grammatically,
Yes, I mean, uh, you have checked the instructions today. Okay.
okay.
Just take it easy. Come back tomorrow and go again over the examples and review the exercises. Practice.
Okay.
The practice is going to help you. Okay.
Yes.
Because these
Yes.
things is
I'm really
not,
gonna do it.
it's not gonna change. It's the same thing
Yes.
over and over.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's totally right. Yes. And
All
I
right.
have to see these classes in the Pearson platform, right?
No, this is in Zoom.
Ah, okay.
I can give you the links, but try if you can find them in Zoom. Okay.
Okay. Yes, because I need to review the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
No problem. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Lenny. Have a great night, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
Okay. See you tomorrow. Have a good night too.
You too. Bye bye.